Okay, so third time today, guys. The painting's been knocked off the wall, and I've checked it. I mean, the nails, you can see the nail there, and obviously the other nail's really secure. And I've checked the back of the painting. The bits that attach to the nail are metal. I mean, it's not like we're just hanging it off the canvas or a piece of string that's a bit more unstable. But the painting's just been knocked off again. I didn't see it knocked off. I was in the kitchen at the time talking to the camcorder, talking about obviously how this spirit's benevolent, and the drawers it had opened were the drawers that we were actually using for utensils and plates and stuff, and it was being helpful. It was opening the drawers that we needed. Oh, don't worry, those noises are from my dog, by the way. Sorry about the unmade bed. We're having a lazy Sunday. I've just literally come from the camcorder because I heard my dog running down the hallway, and I assume my girlfriend was throwing a ball for it or whatever, or he was doing zoomies. But he was just, I mean, animals are unpredictable, right? So I'm not saying that's evidence, but it ran down here. And when I came down here, I noticed that obviously this had been knocked off the wall again. So I don't know if this spirit is roaming around and has obviously come into the bedroom and knocked this painting off. I don't know if it has doesn't like roses, whether it's a flower that it doesn't like, or whatever reason. I'm not sure. I assume it's to do with the content on the actual artwork itself. That maybe the glitter, the light, for example, offsets it. I'm not sure, but obviously I hope it gets used to it, because it's quite a pretty painting, and we don't want any more damage come to it. We have other paintings in the house, and none of them get knocked. It's just this one that's got a rose on it. So maybe that give us a little indication. Maybe there used to be roses that grew here, for example, before it became a residential area, and it misses the flower and doesn't want to look at it because it misses the roses that once grew in its homeland, so to speak, which is here, but obviously it's different over the centuries that go by. I don't know. I'm clutching at straws there, but it's just an idea. I'm not sure. Or maybe it just doesn't like roses, because there are roses that grow in this area. Most of the neighbours' front gardens have rose bushes growing in the area. But maybe the spirit don't like their thorns, or I don't know, as I say. But the fact that roses are still indigenous to this area, maybe there were a lot more at one point. When this was forest land, as I say, rather than a residential area. But I'm just going to put it back up. But I just wanted to report to you guys that this is the third time today that this has happened. In fact, the third time in a space of about, I'd say, 2-3 hours. It's all been this evening that it's been happening. And that's why we turned the camcorder on, because the drawers are opening. We're getting paintings being knocked off the wall. There, by the way, the things that if you watch Big Al's Haunting Part 2, Week 1, or whatever, no, sorry, Week 2, Part 1, these are the dispensers that were fine. They were here. They got kind of picked up, twisted, as you can see, put back down on the ground, and then sort of pulled out. You can see where it's dragged the box that was underneath them forwards a little bit. So it's unusual. There's definitely poltergeist activity, and I feel that if we sleep tonight with the door open, we'll hear less of those door handle kind of loud sounds. It was obvious that it was trying to get into the bedroom, and we might have some activity in here, which I'm hoping doesn't drop the painting onto our heads, but you'll see something at least. Anyway, I'm just about to climb on the bed and put this back up. And as I say, just to prove to you, I mean, look, the nail's still well within the wall. And obviously the other side. But I'll put the clips back on, that clip back onto that, and re-secure the painting. That's enough said, guys. I can't say anything more than that. At this point in time, until we get more information. So thank you for tuning in and following the progress of this haunting. Okay, thank you, and good night. So the painting's back up, guys, and as I was putting the painting back up, so I'll have to do some editing here, so that the video will take a little longer to get to you guys. But I assure you, this is the same evening as everything else that I've just shown you. There are claw marks at the very top of the painting. Now, obviously, our dog is the possible culprit of that, but it really isn't, because it's at the top of the painting. And we've heard clawing or, you know, scratching in the night on all of our footage that we have shown you so far, and all the footage that we've got. So we know that this land spirit does interact with its nails, and it's possibly the way that it's actually knocked this painting that we like off the wall. I'm determined to keep it up there because I like it and my girlfriend loves it, but I just wanted to show you that. I'm not saying it's the poltergeist that has done that, or the land spirit, whatever, that has done that. I'm not saying it's him that's done it. I'm just commenting that there were claw marks on the painting, and the painting wasn't fully on the ground. It was still attached via that end, but it had come off at this end. And that's been the case all 3 times. So those claw marks are more obvious now. It just depends on the lighting that you've got and the angle that you see it. You can see as I move the camera, you kind of see it and don't see it, but those claw marks are very obvious. 2 here, 4 here. 4 like you'd have a human almost hand, and 2 maybe if you were just sort of out of range. And there's 3 there actually. There's a 3rd one, but there's 4 on this one. Okay guys, thank you.